Good evening, everyone. It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to the live watch along between the USA and Australia in the World Cup 2026, guys. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fine. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Really appreciate it. First of all, thank you to the legend, Bobby. Absolute diamond. Thank you for gifting a membership. Whoever's got the membership, congratulations. Thank Bobby. He's an absolute diamond. Thank you so much. Great start to the evening. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's looking forward to a very good game, of course. Two sides. One which probably had one of the best performances of the tournament last game with the 4-1 win, and the other who probably had one of the biggest surprises of the tournament in regards to defeating Turkey 2-0, which Australia did. So I'm very interested to see how this game goes. The lineups have been announced, guys. Let's get through the lineups, if you don't mind. Let's have a look at the two teams and see where we are, guys. Now, in regards to, let's first start off with the USA. They've got Matt Freeze, who plays for NYFC in America, of course. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. We've got Freeman, who plays for Villarreal in Spain. We've got Richards, who plays for Crystal Palace, as you may have heard of him. Chris Richards, who plays for Crystal Palace. Good season for him this season. We've got Tim Ream, who plays for Charlotte FC in the States. We've got Anthony Robinson, of course, a Fulham highly rated player, linked to Manchester United a few times. We've got Sergio Dest, who plays for PSV Eindhoven in Holland. We've got McKennie, which is Weston McKennie, plays Juve in Italy, of course. We've got Pepe, who plays for PSV Eindhoven as well. And we've got Balogun, the striker, who plays for Monaco in France, guys. Now, in regards to Australia, we got Beach on the beach. But Patrick Beach, who plays for Melbourne FC in Australia, playing like a 5-4-1 kind of formation, two wing backs. The left back is Jordan Boss, who plays for Feyenoord. The bigger Dutch influence in this team, these two teams, to be honest. We got Cameron Burgess of Swansea City, of course, in England. We got Harry Salter for Leicester City in England. Been relegated with Leicester City this season. We've got Alessandro Segatti, who plays for Parma in Italy. We've got Jacob Italiano, who plays for Grazer AK, who play in Austria, guys. Absolutely. So that is the back four, guys. So the back five, should I say? Next, we've got Nishan Verpillay, who plays for Melbourne Victory. We've got Ocon. We've got Paul Ocon Extra, who plays for Sydney FC on Australia. We've got Aidan O'Neill, who plays for NYFC as well in America. We've got another Melbourne FC player called Matthew Leckel. He plays for Melbourne FC. He's a right midfielder. And we got up front, we got Mohamed Toure, of course, who plays for Norwich City. Highly rated Mohamed Toure, of course, only 22-year-old playing for Norwich City. In regards to the substitutions for both sides, let's have a look at, firstly, the USA, Chris Brady of Chicago Fire. We've got him as the goalkeeper. We've got Matt Turner for New England Revolution. He's the goalkeeper as well. The third choice goalkeeper, Oscar Trusty, who plays for Celtic in Scotland. He's a centre-back. We've got Joseph Scully. He plays as a right wing-back, and he currently plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Right wing-back playing for Borussia Mönchengladbach. We've got Mark McKenzie, who plays for Toulouse in France. He plays as a centre-back. We've got Miles Robinson, who plays for Cincinnati FC in America. He plays as a centre-back as well. We've got Brendan Harrison, who plays for Leeds United, of course. Very, very good player. Attacking midfielder for Leeds United. He is there. Guys, we've got Christian Rodon, who plays for Seattle Sounders in America. And we are in Seattle today. He's at home today. Of defensive midfielder, CDM defensive midfielder, is Christian Rodon. We've got Giovanni Reina, the experienced Giovanni Reina. Of course, he plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach. He's 23-year-old, and he's an attacking midfielder and a central midfielder, Giovanni Reina. And we got Max Arfston. He plays for Columbus Crew in America, and he is a left wing back, guys. And we've got Sebastian Bohaita. Bohaita, he plays for Vancouver Whitecaps. That's in Canada. The 25-year-old defensive midfielder. We got Timothy Ware, of course, once very highly rated, of course, who plays for Marseille in France. 26-year-old right wing back, of course. We've got Alex Zendejas for FC America. I think they're in Colombia or Mexico, isn't it? I bet I'm wrong. Am I wrong or right? I think it's Mexico or Colombia. Yeah, Mexico. There we go. And he plays for SCF Colombia, of course, and we got Haji Wright, who plays for Coventry City, the newly promoted Coventry City as well, guys. In regards to Australia, just to go through their lineup real quickly, we got Matthew Ryan, the goalkeeper of Savante. We got Paul Izzo, who plays for Randers FC, the goalkeeper. We got Aziz Rahich, who plays for Melbourne FC in Australia. We've got Jason Garia, who plays for Aberix Niigata. They got to be in Asia. Let me have a look at that. That team. Japan. There you go. Aberix Niigata. There you go, guys. So we got him. We got Jason. That's the one. There we go. We've got Lucas Harrington, who plays for Colorado Rapids in America. He's a centre back. We've got Lucas. We got Milos Daganek, who plays for Apoel Nicosia in Greece, guys. Side. He's a centre back. Daganek. We got Aiden Hrustic, who plays for Hercules in Spain, guys. He's a central midfielder. We've got Cameron Devlin, who plays for Hearts in Scotland, close to the championship this season, the centre midfielder. We've got Conor McCalf, who plays for St. Pauli in Germany. He's a right midfielder. We've got Jackson Irvine, who plays for St. Pauli. He is a defensive midfielder as well. And we've got Kai Trerin, who plays for New York FC in America. He's a midfielder. We've got Nestroy Irankunda, who plays as a right midfielder. He currently plays for Watford, of course, in England, guys. We got Awa Mabel, who plays for Castellon in Spain. He's a right winger. We've got and Christian Volpato, who plays for Sassuolo in Italy, the right winger, 22-year-old talented player, this one. And we got Tete Yenge, who plays for Makeda Zelva on loan, and he is a 25-year-old striker, guys. Those are the lineups. Let's have a look at the groups real quickly, just to let you know what the stipulations are. Here's the groups. So this is the group. USA, of course, won the first game. So they're top of the group. Australia are also on 3 points. Now, obviously, whoever wins this game has basically got a foot in the next round, probably qualify for the next round. A draw wouldn't be a bad result for either Australia and USA. It would, but one team loses. If USA lose, Australia lose, it does leave the group open for the last game of the group. And who's going to come third, who's going to come second. So very, very interesting group. I think, I just hope they don't negotiate a draw and just, take it. But, it's going to go down to the last game. Of course, we got Turkey against Paraguay tomorrow. Let's not forget Turkey against Paraguay tomorrow. So whoever wins that, someone loses today, it's wide open again, isn't it, guys? And that's what I would say about that. But pick up everyone in the stream, guys. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much, Bobby, again. And let me just read out some of your comments, guys, real quickly. Good evening, FM. Hope you're doing well. Big up, my friend. Big up, my brother. Big up, Bobby. Hope you're well, my friend. Good to see you again. Of course. Big up, Howard. How you doing? Big up, Sal. And big up, Stretford Postcode. Sat watching and supporting USA with my auntie. Big up yourself, who is from Daytona, Florida. Lovely part of the world. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope everything is blessed with you. Big up, Jay. What's going on? Hey, Sal. Good start to the league next season for us, Hull City. Yeah, I'm going to get into that. Not bad. Man United should accumulate a few points there, to be honest with you. How many points? Let me just see something here. Right. So let me share this screen with you. Right. Let me see. I don't know. No, I think I've got it here somewhere. But how many points do you think Man United are going to get in the opening 5 games? What do you think is going to happen in the opening 5 games? How many points do you think we can accumulate? It's going to be interesting, isn't it? It's definitely going to be interesting. How many points we're going to get? You know what I mean? Looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Hull City. Man United would have been at home, I think, but Man United changed the game to away, isn't it? Because of the pitch, because of the development of the pitch and stuff like that. So yeah, look, Hull City should be a win. Ipswich Town should be a win. Good start, man. We couldn't ask for any more, guys. I have to be honest. We could not ask for any more. We should be delighted with that. 13 points as Ephraim. I think we should be aiming at winning most games there. Obviously, we have got a couple of tricky games later on. Obviously, you got Chelsea away, which will probably be tricky. But you know what? I think Man United have got a real opportunity here for a change to go on a run and start the season well, isn't it? Big up United for life. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Big up the community. Thank you so much, my guy. Big up Rajat. Hope you're doing well, my bro. If we get the right signings this window, we could be off to a fly. And do you know what, Howard? Football's all about confidence, isn't it? And over the last few years, we've had difficult starts to the season. So if we can get 5 or 6 wins on the trot, you know what I mean? Even if we win the opening 2 games, it's all of a sudden everyone's going to be buzzing. Everyone's going to be excited. You know, if we get those 2 wins, it's going to be good, guys. You know, and I really hope, fingers crossed, that they back Michael Carrick and get Michael Carrick the players that he needs. You know what I mean? That's what I would say, definitely, because you know, we have these games. We got an opportunity. The league is not strong. Obviously, you know, you look at Arsenal, they Aston Villa, the second game away from home. That's a difficult game and stuff, you know. So we need to really capitalize on this opening exchanges and try and get some confidence in there. We can do it. We can do it if Michael Carrick is backed. Of course, it's all about Michael Carrick being backed. That's the most important thing. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're here with the national anthems, guys. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Don't forget to smash a like, guys. Please, we need to get those likes up if you can. Jay. Arsenal start with Coventry City. That won't be an easy game for Arsenal. No, because Jay, look, you know, when you think about it, Coventry City haven't been in the Premier League for 25 years. So they're going to be really ready for that game. They'll be up for that game. Don't be surprised if there's a shock somewhere. But this has happened a few times with Arsenal. Arsenal have played a few times with the newly promoted sides. The first game of the season at home. You know, no surprise there. But yeah, look, what I would say is that I can't wait. Really looking forward to it. We've got the Champions League draw coming up really soon as well. Excited for that. Do you know what I mean? And that's how it should be. We should be excited. Man United should have these games, you know. We need big football, but it's going to be an emotional roller coaster, of course. I firmly believe that Man United can do something this season. I'm sorry, guys. I may sound delusional to some people, but I think Man United can do something this season. I really do. And I'm going to keep believing. I really am. I'm going to keep believing that Man United can actually cause a surprise next season. And maybe, just maybe, guys, win the league. Who knows? Who knows? You never know, guys. That is the most, you know, football is a funny game sometimes. One thing is certain, right? One thing is for certain is that we're Manchester United and we should be challenging for titles, in my opinion. I don't know what you think about that. Absolutely. We should be challenging for titles. Yes, guys. So don't forget to smash a like. Let's get the likes up on this stream, guys, if you don't mind. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today, guys. Let's get the viewers up as well. We need to get more viewers up. The likes will bring the viewers in, of course. So let's get those viewers up and let's see if we can get, you know, 1,000 views on this video. Let's see if we can do that. It'd be absolutely fantastic if we manage to do something like that eventually. It'd be great, of course. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Really appreciate it. Big up, Howard. We have the best chance in years to get a great start to the season and get the confidence through the squad. I agree, mate. Ephraim, I agree, Sal. We need to back. They need to stop about wages and money. Absolutely, Ephraim, spot on. I think we get Napoli in a one-off Champions League games. Højlund, McTominay, Lukaku coming back to Old Trafford. You never know. It might even be as well. It might even be, who is it? Rashford. Rashford might go to Napoli. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? Definitely, he's another one who might go to Napoli. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, there's quite a few there. Quite a few people, you know, who have signed for Napoli, of course. One of them, obviously, is Rashford, and you know, there's talk of Sancho as well. You know, I don't know what's going on with Sancho at the moment, but there is talk of Sancho as well. You know, going there. Can you imagine that Sancho, Rashford, you know, and all those players, Rashford and all them players, Lukaku, all ex-Man United players. Imagine that. It'd be funny. We haven't played Napoli in many years. I can't remember. I don't even think Man United have met Napoli in a competitive game. I may be wrong, but we haven't played them in many years, guys. So it would be nice to play them because we haven't played them, you know. And it's a big club, it's a good club, and yeah, I would like us to play them. To be honest with you, it'd be nice for us to see us play Napoli. Definitely, 100%. Guys, let's get those lights up. We're ready for this game. Australia against New Zealand, mate. Absolutely, here in Seattle. We're in Seattle today, guys. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I know 2-2 is the right common score for me these days, but I'm going for 2-2 today. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I think it will be a draw. Of course, no Pulisic for USA. That's a big blow for USA. Of course, he's one of their main players, Pulisic. So big blow for USA. That's why I think I'm edging towards a draw in this game. I'm edging towards a draw. Let's see what happens though. Obviously, let's see how it goes. Of course, let's see how the match goes. Big up Howard, big up everyone, big up everyone in the stream, of course. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to smash those likes. Don't forget to smash those likes, fellas and fellettes. Let's do this. Game is about to kick off here in Seattle. guys, in the Seattle Stadium. The game is about to kick off. Big up everyone who's here today. Really appreciate it. Let's do this and let's hope for a good game. Let's hope for a good game. Yeah. Well, whoever wins this game is basically in the final. Not in the final. Goodness me, I'm going in basically in the next round, the last 32. Basically, they are in the last 32 now, guys. So let's get this going. Let's get this game on, and let's see what we can do, guys. Let's see how the game sets out. Of course. Absolutely. Sal, Howard, we're in for Robertson, or is that just a rumor? No, we're in for Robertson. We're interested in Robertson. Whether we sign him or not is a different story. Obviously, the age is a little bit of a concern, of course. So, Man United are looking at something a little bit younger in that aspect, but he is on the radar. So, if you know, if all else fails, in regards to Lewis Hall, in regards to players of that ilk, then Man United probably will be targeting a player like Robinson, definitely. You know what I mean? But yeah, a little bit on the age side with Robertson, definitely. Yeah, Pochettino, the USA manager, of course. Looking very chilled today. No suits and ties these days. What's happened to that? Sal, do you do another watch along? Probably not, Ephraim. Probably not. It's too late for me. Here come Australia though on the attack. Good shot, good strike straight away earlier on, guys, in the game from Torre. There was a good strike. I mean, I thought it was going to creep under the goalkeeper there, but didn't creep under the goalkeeper. But it was a good strike there, powerful strike there. I won't be doing a watch on Saturday. I want to watch Morocco against Brazil, Morocco against Scotland, of course. But it's just too late for me. 2 a.m. I've got too much to do tomorrow. I need someone to work for me. I need someone to do it for me. Do you know what I mean? This game's going to be a fury. I think it could be a few nasty tackles and some red cards. It could be, it could be. I mean, it's not often you get Australia against the USA in a football match, is it? It's a weird one, but yeah, look, I think Australia will be underrated. Sal, what's your prediction? I'm going for 2-2, Ephraim, again. I'm going for 2-2 in this game. That's what I'm going for, I think. I think the fact that Christian Pulisic is missing for USA is a big thing. He's a big player for them and a very influential player for them. And the fact that he's missing is for me, I think that's a big blow for the USA, in my opinion, definitely. I would say definitely 100%. But yeah, look, it's going to be a tight game. It's not going to be easy for either side to win, of course. Talent-wise, I would argue that USA have the better players. For man for man, they have players that play all around Europe, all around the world, indeed, and obviously a lot play in Germany. So I think that USA have got the edge in regards to that. If there was going to be a winner, however, I like the spirit of the Australian national side, the Socceroos. I like them. I like the way they played against Turkey. Turkey are no mugs either. Turkey are a very good football team. And they managed to dismantle Turkey with ease. And that was shocking for me because Turkey were one of my dark horses for the tournament. And the way they beat them, I was like, wow, 2-0, just like that. Do you know what I mean? And I was impressed. But this is why this game's so interesting. This is why this game is like, I wanted to watch it and do the watch along for it. Absolutely. But I'm going for 2-2 draw. That's what I'm going for. Everything measured. I'm going for a 2-2 draw, putting context into the game and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I'll be going for today, of course, guys. Here come the USA, Anthony Robinson on the attack, guys. I think the USA will thump them 2-1. Big at Howard. That would do, wouldn't it? That would do, Howard. Definitely. Yes. Good start from the USA, though. A couple of attacks. One shot from, obviously, Torre earlier on. Australia's a dangerous team. Australia, in general, what I say about Australia, guys, in general, in sport, you never underestimate Australia. That's what I would say. Never underrate Australia. Football rules, absolutely. You got it right there, Bobby. You're correcting me. Absolutely. Football rules, not the soccer rules. We don't say soccer. It's called football. Absolutely. That's what it's called, guys. It's not called soccer. They need to get over that, man. They really do. They don't like it, do it? Even soccer, the UK gave it them, big up. Trump them, yes, absolutely, definitely. You know what I mean? We need to. But yeah, I would rather Australia win. Of course I would rather Australia win. Definitely. That would be great. But it's going to be a tight game, I think. Just as long as it's not boring. As long as we get a good game between two honest sides. And even if it's a draw, like I'm saying 2-2, so even if it's a draw, it'd be good enough. Absolutely. As long as it's an exciting game, of course. Let me have a look at this. Yeah, as long as it's an exciting game. That's what we want, guys. Absolutely. Big up on the stream. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be great. That'd be absolutely grand, guys. Thank you so much, everyone who supports the channel. Continue to support the channel. Mark, you absolute legend. Thank you so much for your super chat, my guy. You're the kindest, most generous person. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. You don't know what it means. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate your super chat. Hey, Sal in the community. How are you, my friend? Good to see you, mate. Let's go Australia. I used to play against DeMarcus Beasley and his brother on my club team. Big up, Sal. Keep up the great work. I work for free. Big up, GG. My guy. You're a legend, mate. Thank you so much. You play for DeMarcus Beasley. Who did you play for, Marky Mark? You played football for a club, didn't you? Who did you play for? Who was it? What's the club you played for? Can I have a look at you, mate? What was your position as well? Big up, Marky Mark, the legend, of course, with the amazing super chat. Thank you so much for your generosity. It means a lot, and it means a lot for the channel. Thank you so much, my guy. Really appreciate it. Here come USA. No, I would have thought you would have been wanting the USA to win, though, Mark. You want Australia to win. Yeah. I want a good game. I want a good game today. That's what I want. A nice, high-scoring game, definitely. Absolutely. Let's hope for that. Let's hope that comes to fruition, of course, guys. We need to, let's get the viewers up. Let's go, guys. Let's get some subscriptions going. Let's get the subscriptions up. Let's get the likes up. Let's do that, guys. So hopefully we can get that all up and all running, of course. Absolutely. I hope so. Big up Bobby, though. Big up Bobby. Thank you so much again, Mark. Big up Mummy Flossie. How you doing? The legend that is Mama Flossie. How are you doing? Well, Floss. Hope you're well, my friend. Good to see you. Big up Marky Mark. Big up Tyberg. What's going on, you legend? Hope you're doing well, my friend. And big up Greg. What's going on, my friend? Hope everything is blessed with you. Are you a little bit nervous, Greg? Are you a little bit nervous? You're going to be a bit nervous in this game. Yeah, hopefully it comes. Guys, enjoying today's game. Too early to tell. It's it's too early to tell, my friend. I remember Lucas Neal, who played for Blackburn Rovers. He was a dirty player. Yeah, I remember him very well. He was. Aussie. Oi. Absolutely. If you know, you know. Jane, not nervous at all. Are you lie to me? Don't you lie to me? Look into my eyes. Can't you see the open wide? Would I lie to you, baby? Come on. We need an early goal here, guys. We really do. We need an early goal to set the rhythm and set the pace. That's what we need, guys. That would be fantastic if we can do that. Absolutely. Big up Gregory, of course. Big up the legends in the house. Big up everyone who's supporting the channel as well. Thank you so much, guys. Really, really appreciate that, guys. Let's hope these get the views up and stuff. This should be 3-1 to USA. But yeah, by man for man, I know you're missing Pulisic today, but man for man, you should be winning this game. Yeah, you got a better team than them. You got more experience. You got a lot of players that play for big clubs. So yeah, generally you should win this game. Yeah, I think so. But the thing about this, the football rules, not the soccer rules, I believe that they're a very good team. They're a good team, and what they did against Turkey surprised me, because Turkey were one of my dark horses. You got Turkey, you got players who play for Real Madrid and things like that. Do you know what I mean? So it was a good result. Might have been a freak result, might have been a one-off. Who knows? But it was a good result nonetheless. Do you know what I mean? I would say that absolutely. Absolutely. Smash those likes, guys. Guys, if you can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everyone. Really, really appreciate you, of course, guys. Absolutely. Really appreciate you. Big up everyone in the house. Big up the legends of Stretford Post as well, guys. It's good to have you all here. Good to see you. Good block. It was a good piece of play from the USA. That was a good block from Australia there. I don't know if it was going in, but it was a good block anyway. But it's a good little bit of play from the US there. Really good piece of play. Yeah, they carved them open a little bit. USA are beginning to assert themselves a lot in this game. They're dominating this game. Of course, USA were probably the most impressive team at the opening games, of course. They were very impressive, in my opinion. Definitely. Very, very impressive. And they're looking good for their money right now as well. They're looking good for their money. Yes, obviously, whoever wins this game is in the last 32, isn't it? So it took a stinger then. He didn't, one thing about it though, he took it, didn't he, Howard? He took it in the mush. Definitely. And good, fair play to him. Fair play to him, and got his body in the way. That's what I like about a defender who can get his body in the way of a block. That's what we're talking about. Not scared to get his body in the way. Tybo 2-0 USA, but I hope Australia can get a point somehow. But basically, what I would say is that I'm going for 2-2. I'm going for 2-2. Maybe I'm optimistic. Maybe a 3-2 win for USA. But I'm going for a 2-2. I'm not going to get carried away. I'm definitely going for a 2-2 for this game. That's what I'm going for. Guys, I want a good game. That's what I want. I just want a good game. I want it to be entertaining. I want it to be fast. I want it to be furious. That's what I want. And yeah. Like, let's see. Lots of goals. Lots and lots of goals. Here come the USA now. Oh my goodness me. It's an own goal. No way, man. It's an own goal. USA have scored already. It's been put in the back of his own net. USA have scored. It's 1-0. Great start, guys. Great start to the game. Fantastic start to the game. USA 1, Australia 0. That's the sort of start that we wanted, though. We wanted a goal earlier on. Now that's going to wake Australia up, we hope. USA are leading by a goal to 0, courtesy, guys, of an own goal. Unfortunately, he did smash it. It was Burgess who got the own goal, guys, for Australia. I mean, he couldn't really do anything. He blasted it across the box and it just hit him, guys. So it is 1-0 to USA, guys, already in this game. Fantastic start for the USA. They're doing well. They're doing well. But Australia, come on, man. Australia, you got to do better, man. You got to do better, Australia. Absolutely. Yeah, got to do a lot better than that. Howard, we need an early goal to spike. Yeah, there we go. We got one. I don't know how Australia are going to respond. Played for Chicago Magic, and I was a midfielder. My hate runs deep for USA. And the USA national team, we have a program that's called Olympic Development Program. Really? It's that bad? Wow. I don't know. You play for Chicago Magic. Some unbelievable. Small world. You know, small world. There you go. So you must have played with the likes of Alexi Lalas and you know, Brad Friedel and all those legends in the past, isn't it? You know, there's another player who's played for Coventry City. What's his name? Cody Jones. Kobe Jones. Kobe Jones. You must play for Kobe Jones as well. Gregory, I've been considering your idea of combining the Western Hemisphere into a single play in the World Cup. It would prevent any North American nation from appearing in that, but that would include Mexico. It would make it easier. I'm not saying, oh, you might split it into two. So you can split it into two. I'm not saying that just have one league. You know, just get it all together. You know what I mean? And because obviously we want the talent. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm harsh. I'm harsh on teams, but obviously we do want competitiveness. And I'm not only talking about that side of the world. I'm talking about Australasia, things like that. New Zealand and Australia qualify every single time because the qualification stage is, you know, it's not difficult, is it? No, man, but big up. I didn't attack. Oh, yeah, there's their own goal. Big up. But Mr. Bob Bradley kept choosing his son, Michael, favoritism, so quit that and stayed with my club. Big up. I've heard of Bob Bradley, actually. Yeah, I heard of him. That's awful. I hate favoritism, man. I really do. You know, that's why teams don't get nowhere. Managers that sow favoritism and not reward players based on merit. That's why they get nowhere, isn't it? At the end of the day, that's what happens. Anyway, it's a corner for the US here. Big up Marky Mark, the legend, of course. It's a corner to the US. Good start for them. Oh, there's a little bit of shenanigans going on in the box. As someone said earlier, it's going to be a little bit feisty today. It could be a little bit feisty. They absolutely might be a little bit feisty, just slightly in this game. Let's get the lights up, guys. Let's get those lights up, legends, of course. Let's do this. Let's get those lights up, of course. Ephraim, yeah, USA scored. Back to what I was saying, Mexico is good to never reappear at the World Cup if the Western Hemisphere were combined in the World Cup qualifying. Chance for USA, corner. they need to reevaluate. It's not so much. I think the CONCACAF is too easy. I think for teams to qualify. When you've got Panama, Curacao, and Cape Verde, there's a problem there, isn't it? Come on. I mean, one is all right, but then you've got 3 or 4: Haiti, Cape Verde, Curacao, and Panama, guys. You know what I mean? It's a bit. None of those will get out of the European qualifiers. None of them. You know, and I'm being honest. Jay, we had a few USA players, Tim Howard and Jonathan Spector. Yeah, we did have Jonathan Spector. Didn't really play much. Howard was useless. Well, I wouldn't say useless, but I would say that he was prone to a mistake. You know what I mean? He was prone to mistake. That's the thing with Tim Howard. Obviously, cost us the Champions League. You remember? If you know, you know. When we played Porto, should have saved it. Should have hit it that way. Should have pushed the ball out that way. So I mean, Howard. I played for the Armand Beach Red Devils from 1991 to 1993 in Florida. So wow. So we were a competitive soccer team, football team, Howard. Football. Remember, it's football. Wow. It's a good period for US football for US football as well, because obviously the World Cup came around in 1994 and it was good vibes then, of course. England didn't qualify for that World Cup. I remember, thanks to dodgy refereeing. Oh, it's a small world, man. It's a small world. There you go. I've got a lot of people, a lot of footballers who actually watch this channel. Have actually, you know what I mean, here and there, sporadically, they do watch this channel here and there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a small world. Yeah, American football is all about money. It's not what you know, but who you know. It's sad here, but I think that occurs everywhere. I was in the music industry, as you know, 20 years, and favoritism is rife. It's ridiculous. It's not about talent. It's who you know. You know, absolutely. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I get you, Kat. I get you, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Greg. You know what I mean. It's just that the talent pool. Like if we got too many. I'm not talking about just the US and this and that. I'm talking about in general. The whole of the world needs a revamp in regards to the qualifications. I think it needs a revamp. It needs to be analyzed a little bit more about quality and competitiveness. Roy Keane said it. Like Roy Keane said, he's all for loads of teams qualifying, but you know they have to be able to compete. Now we know that Cape Verde got a draw against Spain, but everyone knows they're not going to qualify. They're just going to go for draws. That's what they're going to go for. So you know, it happens sometimes. You get those odd results, and yeah, well, the fact that we got players like Varis Kelia play at home, world-class players, not playing in the World Cup. You know, obviously part of it is their fault. They didn't qualify. I know 48 teams meant to qualify, but the European qualifying isn't easy. It's not easy, you know. None of these teams will get out of the European qualifiers. Curacao probably as good as San Marino. You know, San Marino might have a chance to win a game. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you about San Marino. San Marino, one of those teams that actually celebrate losing 5-0, only 5-0, because they didn't get thumped even more. I grew up with Jonathan Spector. I'm a 41-year-old. I'm 41 year older. Wow. I thought you were older than that. Sorry. He lived 10 minutes down the road. Was a decent player, but we got signed. We all knew he wasn't going to make it at United. When I remember Jonathan Spector, he used to have this curly hair. I remember him, and I just didn't think he had that presence. I don't know how you say it. That presence about it. You know, about himself. I don't think he had that. And no, he was a good player. He was a good pro. He ended up becoming a good player at various other clubs. But yeah, I agree with that, Mark. You know, he just didn't have that something that you need. Remember back then, though. Remember back then we had Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic, and players like that. So it was incredibly difficult to get into that side and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Curacao qualified World Cup is silly. Yeah, it's silly. It's very silly. Yeah, it's very silly. Fair play to them, you know, congratulations. But people get sensitive when you speak a little bit of truth, you know, and people get a little bit funny about it. But, you know, I'm just saying as it is. Evening, Creep and Death. How you doing, my good friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you as well. Good to see everyone in the house. Jay, look at Alex Ferguson got rid of his son, Darren Ferguson, because he was not good enough to play for Man United. He did end up playing for Man United, though, didn't he? He played a few games, especially the season we won the league for the first time in 26 years. I remember him quite well, Darren Ferguson. And yeah, a lot of people were saying, oh, he's only playing because Alex Ferguson. But obviously we signed Roy Keane and that, and then he sort of drifted into the abyss, didn't he? But that's what I mean. You can't show favoritism, you know. There is a lot of favoritism going on at Man United at the moment, which I'm a little bit concerned about. There is a little bit going on in regards to, for example, the Fletcher brothers. I think they're only in the Man United squad because Darren Fletcher is their dad, and it shouldn't be like that. Do you know what I mean? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch from when Mark Wahlberg was a singer. You remember that? You remember when he was a singer? New Kids on the Block, wasn't it? Oh, whoa. Yeah, I only found that out recently, actually. He got a winner's medal, didn't he? Yeah, Roy Keane was pissed. Yeah, he got a winner's medal, but I think Roy Keane signed the season later, didn't he? Did Roy Keane sign the season later? I think he did. Yeah, look, yeah, he got a winner's medal in that season. Yeah. He did all right, to be honest with you. What I can remember, vaguely, I can remember, he did all right. He's a good set piece taker. He take free kicks. Michael, yeah, we had good players that came out of Illinois, especially Sound Chicago land area, but they price kids out of soccer and here and end up in another sport. Football, it's always been slandered in America, even when we were growing up and you watch these movies, these American movies and stuff, and they're always these sly little indirect digs at football. And I used to remember it, like they call it soccer mums and things like that. Do you know what I mean? And playing it down. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame, but they are getting better. It's getting better. I mean, what's it going to take for it to be the number one sport? Here come the USA. Good block there again from Australia, mate. Look, what I was saying. What's it going to take, Mark, for the USA to have football? What's it going to take for the USA to have football as their number one sport, in your opinion? Do you think it can happen? Do you think it's a possibility, or is it always going to be second fiddle? Howard, back in the day when Mark Wahlberg was Mark Eminem's song, that right? Yeah, Marky Mark Eminem's song, that right? Yeah. He was a singer for New Kids on the Block. He was, I believe, absolutely. Mark, sorry, didn't miss. No, it's all right, Marky. You call it what you want, my bro. It's up to you. I call it what I'm used to. You call it what you're used to, man. I'm not going to discriminate. I know there's something going on, a bit of banter going on about that, but I banter a little bit. But yeah, it's absolutely fine, mate. Don't worry about it. Whatever you call it, it's the sport of the world, isn't it? I love it, and hopefully we have a good season next season. Really looking forward to the season next season. Absolutely. Sal, New Kids on the Block or both? Sal, was it New Kids on the Block or both? I think it was New Kids on the Block, wasn't it? But he didn't. Chance for Australia, corner to Australia. They're coming back into the game now. That's what we want to see. He joined New Kids on the Block, I think, late. He didn't join New Kids on the Block straight away. If I'm wrong, if I'm right or wrong, I mean, I was a kid, but he joined very late. He looks after himself, doesn't he? Though he really does. Big up Sunny, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Potts really managed the hell out of this USA underachievers. He's doing very well. Exactly, I agree. Creeping Death, what are the salaries like compared to basketball or baseball? I think basketball gets a lot more than baseball, I would have thought. Definitely, yeah. Although there are players who play for baseball probably get a lot more. Some of them get paid more than a lot of people in the world. You know what I mean? So, Howard, yeah, all brothers weren't that young, Wahlbergs. I mean, I remember them in the late 80s. Chance for Australia, another corner. And I remember them in the late 80s doing their thing. That's all I can remember. I can't remember Mark Wahlberg, but obviously Mark Wahlberg's a great actor. I like him. Actually, one of my favorite actors, to be honest with you. I only have a few favorite actors. Obviously, I have Mark Wahlberg. Edward Norton is one of my favorite actors. That's about it. Sorry, I mean, in comparison to football wages in the USA, is basketball pro paid? Some of them are, yeah. Yeah, they are paid more than footballers in America, yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah. The average salary in basketball it dwarfs football. Dwarfs it. Yeah. Right, we got a hydration break, guys. We got a hydration break here. What is the temperature in Seattle today? Seattle's a bit cold. Seattle's a bit of a colder place, isn't it? That's what I heard. Isn't it a bit colder? It's more up north. Hydration breaks out. I'm on Desperados. I mean, the first quarter is done. I mean, these hydration breaks are doing my head in. I'll be honest, guys. They are really doing my head in. We're on 25 minutes. A quarter of the game's gone, guys. And we got a hydration break. There we go. Here we are. Modern football, eh? Modern football. Yeah, look, it is what it is. I don't know if they're going to carry it on. To be honest with you. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch was his rap group. Was his rapper group, yeah. But he was in New Kids on the Block. Yeah, let me have a look. Mark Wahlberg in New Kids on the Block. Yeah, he was Mark Wahlberg was briefly one of the original members of New Kids on the Block alongside his brother Donnie in 1984, but he quit after a few months. How did I know this information? How the hell did I know this information? There you go. I know these sort of things. I'm a music guy, though, innit? I suppose, yeah. Probably regretted recruiting them because they were huge, weren't they, back in the day? They were massive back in the day. They were huge. I mean, he probably regretted quitting them. That's what he probably do, you know. Anyway, tomorrow, like guys, we got some big games coming up. I mean, obviously, we've got Sweden against Netherlands tomorrow. Holland. That's going to be a game and a half. That's a game that I'm looking forward to doing. I'm doing Turkey against Paraguay tomorrow, early in the morning, guys. So I'm doing that tomorrow as well. So that should be exciting. That should be a good game. So I'm looking forward to that. Mark, we need academies in every state and to have more players playing overseas. I became a good player after my parents sent me to football camp overseas. Where did you go, Marky Mark? It's getting better though, I would say. You know, it's getting better. It needs to be drilled into the youth. Obviously, football is not the main sport in America. It's just the way it is. Look, you can't expect it. Look, at the end of the day, when you think about America, you know, they're the best at a lot of things. You know what I mean? There's lots of things that they're best at, whether it's music, whether it's film. You know, they're the best at a lot of things, you know, entertainment in general. But it's just something about football that it's just very difficult to ingrain in some people, even to Australia to an extent. You know what I mean? Howard, suit tracksuit sale. You have one or a naf. I've had a naf jacket, Howard. I've had a naf jacket. I've had a Cole Cunny pair of jeans. I've had everything. I've had all that. I had the naf jacket, the black naf jacket with the colourful naf written in multicolored at the back. It was. I've had one of those. Yeah, I did have one of those. Proper 80s sort of style, mate. I also had like a Mr. T kind of hairstyle once upon a time as well. Believe it or not, even though I didn't have the right hair, I had a Mr. T hairstyle. I used to have the lines going across as well. Yeah, believe it, mate. Sal, are you ruining your sleep again? This is what I do. Do you know what I mean? Well, it's not as early as this morning. The game tomorrow kicks off 7 my time, so about 4 a.m. UK time. So it's not as early as this morning, but it's early. But I should be up at that time anyway because I've got things to do. So yeah, might as well do the watch along. I'm doing obviously Holland against Sweden. Should be a good game. Not doing the game tonight. I'm disappointed I'm not doing Scotland against Morocco, but the timing is just pathetic. I wish this game was at 2 and the Morocco. I haven't done Morocco yet, and I've been wanting to watch Morocco. Twice in a row, they've kicked off very, very late. Baseball, is it? Paid salaries in the USA. Oh, sorry, it's on. Bloody hell. Sunny. That's crazy. For a sport like that, so boring. My goodness me. Has anyone ever been to a baseball game? Have you ever seen a baseball game? You sit down, right? You can actually talk like I'm talking now and you can hear each other. It's ridiculous. There's a big screen, right? I went to one in Houston. There's a big screen. I've forgotten what they're called. The team I went to anyway. And they have a picture of clapping hands and they have to tell you to clap. You know what I mean? Yes, blood fire. You know the score, Sal. We were all there, brother. Cliff Jeans and Dunlop John. Oh, mate, trust me, man. Trust me. But I was broke, Broward. I was broke. I didn't have a pot to piss in, mate. So, I was raised very poor. So, I used to shop in, secondhand shops and stuff, mate. You know what I mean? So, I come from the bottom, mate. I mean the absolute bottom. And so, but yeah, I remember I bought this Adidas jacket once, right? It was Adidas original jacket, and it was for my birthday. I remember, and it was one of the most rarest Adidas jackets there is. There's only about, I think, 5 in the world, right? And I bought it back then. It was only about how much was it? £20 when I bought it. And these days, that same jacket is worth a couple of grand. It's worth about £2,000 or £3,000. And I just chucked it when I was, because people used to look at it and think it was ugly. It's not a proper Adidas jacket. It's not a proper Adi color jacket and stuff. Yeah, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, it's worth a lot of money now. You remember High Tech, Angola, and things like that? You know what I mean? If you know, you know. Big up everyone in the stream, though. I really appreciate you guys. I do. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Cross comes in from the US corner, and it's too long for everyone. The US spreads the best athletes into many sports while they focus in many other countries on primarily football. Football is what athletes settle for instead of striving for it in the USA. Well, actually, rugby and cricket are still more viewed than all the American sports. So it's not just football, Greg. It's rugby, it's cricket, it's snooker. I won't class snooker as a sport, but rugby and cricket, absolutely. It's still rugby. Like, you look at the Cricket World Cup, the Cricket World Cup final will get more than the Super Bowl. And that's what we're talking about. So it's not just football, it's cricket, it's rugby. We were drilled in when we were younger, cricket and rugby. It's not just football, That's what we were drilled. So it was cricket, rugby, football, maybe hockey sometimes, athletics, running, and there you go. You know what I mean? Look, here's I'm nowhere near where I want to be, Howard. I'm humble. I'm just comfortable, and I'm just living. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm nowhere near where I want to be. You know what I mean? Our baseball is the same slow pace but cricket involves more skill. It's more skill. That's why the whole world play it is such a. I don't watch much cricket, but when the World Cup is on, it's the next level, mate. Test cricket is slower, yeah, 5 days. But if you watch 2020 or you watch the white ball cricket, which is 50 overs, then it's quite exciting, especially when you get to the World Cup and things like that. It is quite exciting. Rugby, when you get to like the final, cross comes in from the USA and it's cleared away. Rugby is also very good when you get to the World Cup, and that it's a massive sport around the world. You know what I mean? Ask Australia, South Africa, India, Pakistan, all these countries around the world, right? About cricket, ask South Africa about rugby and things like that. You know what I mean? It's just next level. The support for cricket and rugby and things just on the next hemisphere. Do you know what I mean? Big up, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I went to the Ajax, absolutely fell in love with the Dutch soccer. I swear I learned more in 3 weeks at 14 than any American coach. I think I've done exactly the same as you, Mark, when I was younger. Yeah, the Dutch Academy. Yeah, the Dutch Academy was a completely different level. Yeah, the Dutch Academy. It was a completely different world, of course. Big up Ishan, what's going on? USA versus Canada, who would win? Oh, number one, it would depend where the game's being played. If the game is in Canada, I would edge it towards Canada. If the game is in the US, I would edge it towards the US. But I've been very, very impressed with Canada. I'll be honest, incredibly impressed with Canada. They are ruthless, mate. And it will be a good game. It will be a good game, definitely. Casey Keller is in the crowd, got a very good goalkeeper for Leicester City, yeah, and Tottenham. You remember him? Yeah, Leicester City and Tottenham. I remember him well. I remember us scoring 6 goals past him. I remember it during the treble. Was he in goal during the treble winning season? It was. I think we scored 6 goals past him. Back in them days. God, those were the days, weren't they? My goodness me. Yeah, long times. Have you ever hit that? Yeah, I have actually, and it's a lot easier than cricket. Have you ever played cricket? Have you ever spun a ball so it spins into the wicket? You know, on target, middle stump. You know, have you ever? You know, I would say that there's more skill in cricket than baseball. Yeah, I mean, doing this and throwing the ball compared to what they do with that ball. Have you ever seen cricket? My goodness me. It's not easy. No sport is easy. But there's a lot of idiots in America talking about football, like football, for example. That gentleman who does the UFC talking nonsense about football, he's an idiot. You know, it's ridiculous. Aisha, give me your top 4 countries in the world so far. What in football? And based on what? Based on what? What are you basing it on, my good friend Ishan? World Cup. I'm going to give you my top 4: Spain, France, England. This is what it's going to be as well. By the way, there's going to be not in any particular order: Spain, France, England. Spain, France, England, and the last team. What am I going to go with? Portugal. They're the top teams for me. I know Portugal haven't played well, but I think they're going to get into the tournament. I think they will. Yeah, those are my top 4 teams. No, it's not Argentina. I don't count that Algeria game. Algeria were bloody useless. And the goalkeeper just gave him that, for my goodness me, unbelievably just gave him that game. How do I stop this thing at the top? 1 second. Driving me bananas. All right, what are we waiting for? Yes. Come on, guys. We need to get more views. We need to get it out. We've got about 10 minutes of the half to go. Cross comes in. Cleared away. Mark, yeah, when I was playing with their under 14s, I thought they were just the first team at the time. Wesley Sneijder here was skinny. There you go, man. There you go. You've seen it, done it. I knew there's something about you, Mark. I knew there's something about you. Let's reset this. Reset this. How do I reset this? You know, it's not easy watching football on the BBC. All right, there we go. Big everyone in the stream, guys. Smash a like if you could. That'd be fantastic. That'd be great. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be fabulous. Thank you so much, everyone who's supporting the channel and everything like that. Of course. Big up everyone, of course, guys. Let me see if I can find this somewhere else. This thing's driving me absolutely mad. Where else would it be? Where else would it be? Not there, that's for sure. Let me see if I can watch it here. Let's see if I can find it here. Howard, You just can't count out Brazil, Sal. It's just a shame. No, there's no flair these days. I think they're beatable, mate. I think Morocco should have beaten them. I think Morocco outplayed them if it wasn't for a great goal and a couple of saves from their goalkeeper. I said it before the tournament. I don't rate Brazil. I said they'll go out, and Argentina. Who do you think will be the best impacting player in the World Cup? I'm going to say probably someone like probably Mbappe. Probably have a good World Cup, I would say. Let me see if I can do this. Spare me a second, guys. I'm trying to get the football one. Because what I'm watching the football one is just useless. It's just not. It's buffering too much. So I'm going to see if I can watch it somewhere else. Let me try Ireland. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not working. Definitely not. Definitely not. Eve. There we go. Yeah, let's go back to the BBC. That's what we need to go. That's what we need. We need to back to BBC. Then we. Let me have a look. Sanjit, what do you think about Japan in terms of football getting better and improving every single day, every single year? Gregory, Sal, is double hat trick the right term for how good you are spinning the ball in cricket? No, never heard of a double hat trick, mate. Googly. Mark him up. Yeah, my passion has always been for sport. I swear I was a United fan from in the womb. I think you know what they say about Man United, Marky Mark. You know, we don't choose United. United choose us, and that's the thing. We can't help being Man United fans. It's a blessing. It's a curse sometimes, but yeah, we can't help being Man United fans. It's fantastic that we are as well, though. Absolutely. Got to be Pulisic, but he's not playing be at best as us players. So by far, yeah, Pulisic is. It's all right, mate. It's not that good, to be honest with you. That's why he was sent to AC Milan. He's all right. He's all right. It's good for USA. And never mind. I'm doing my head in discussing sport. I know it's so I know a little bit. All I care about, to be honest, Gregory, is football. That's all I care about. That's the main sport for me, you know. But in England, there are sports that. Huge sports, massive sports around the world that a lot of people play, you know what I mean? And their academies and everything, you know. My older brother was a cricket player, so he used to spin the ball so well. They said he was the best spinner since Shane Warne at his age, but he didn't carry it on. Come on, let's get this football back on, man. What's going on? See if I can get it on here. Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Thank you, everyone who's joining me today. Appreciate it. Let me just see if I can put the football one here. Two 0 to the USA. 2-0 to the USA, guys. It is 2-0. That's game over there, then, isn't it? That's game over, and it is another set piece. Good finish, to be honest. Is he offside? Is he blocking the goalkeeper's view? It might be blocking the offside. It might be 2-0. It might still be 1-0. That looks offside. I agree. That looks offside, I think. Let's have a look. Are they going to disallow it? Let me have a look at it. There's a lot of players blocking the view of the goalkeeper, to be fair. When it came off another player. It came off another player, I think. It's onside. He's on, yeah. They're going to give the goal. Yeah, it's a goal. It's 2-0, I think. What's going on? Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, of course. Don't forget to join me tomorrow. It's a goal. It is a goal. USA have scored. USA are 2-0 up. And this game is 2-0 to the USA. And you know what? Fantastic. It's going to be a great shootout at the last game, guys. There's going to be a shootout in the last game. Turkey, Australia in particular are going to be, and Paraguay in the last game. Goal stands 2-0 to the US. Freeman with the goal, not Morgan Freeman. Freeman with the goal. It's because it came off the Australia player. It's not offside. If it didn't come off the Australia player, it would have been offside. That's what happened. That's what happened. You know what I mean? I would say about that. But yeah, that's why. But yeah, 2-0, well deserved. USA have dominated this game so far. Home advantage coming in clutch, yeah. But that happens in a World Cup, doesn't it? Creeping death until you get to the last 32 and the last 16. Then you really play some big teams and you're like, oh shit, we're not actually that good. No, I mean, yeah, some of these teams, honestly, are really, really poor. If I'm being real. All right. Australia 2-0 down to the USA. Makes you wonder how they managed to beat bloody Turkey, doesn't it? It makes you wonder how that managed to happen. How did that happen? I don't know. You tell me. Big up the streamers. Big up everyone in the house. Let me just sort this out. Bum, 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 bum. Good to have everyone here. Thank you, everyone who's joining me today. I really appreciate it. Really do. Good to have everyone in the house, guys. Thanks, everyone. It's another corner to the US. It's gonna be another corner to the US. Cleared away. Makes sense. So 7 minutes of injury time. Bloody hell. No, that's because of hydration break. There's going to be a lot of stockish time. I think the crowd has got to the Aussie players today. They're bottling it. Wow. I would never bottle it. These guys, man. Honest to God, they're just USA. I said USA they're just better. They're better. They're better players. They've got better players. They've got more experienced players. On their day, as I said, like USA should always beat them. To be honest with you, my opinion. You know what I mean, they should always beat them. No doubt about it. They've dominated this game from start to finish. I feel, and yeah, They have really dominated this game, guys, in my opinion. But we're almost at half time. About 3 minutes left until half time, guys. It's USA 2, Australia 0 at the moment as we stand. USA 2, Australia 0. Big up everyone who's joined me. Thank you so much. It's great to have you here. Yeah. Can Australia make a game of it, though? Look, it's going to go down to the last game. It's going to be between Turkey, Paraguay, and Australia. It's Turkey, USA. I think Australia have the best chance to go through. I think Turkey could possibly come third, but depending what they do tonight, of course, if they beat Paraguay, then I expect Turkey to beat Paraguay today. I expect them to beat Paraguay. I expect them to do well. You know what I mean? Today. It's got too much of a good team to be, not qualifying. But yeah, everyone, guys, it's always good for the host nations to qualify anyway. I like to see Canada, USA, and Mexico qualifying. It's great. Good to see, of course. Adds to the atmosphere, doesn't it? Adds to the atmosphere, adds to the vibe and things like that. The vibe and the atmosphere. You know what I mean? Yeah, everyone, don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys. Or 29 in the house. Come on, guys. Let's get the lights up. Let's get the peeps up. Big up, everyone. Let's get those. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Let's get the lights out. If we can get to 50 likes before the end of the show, guys, or even 30 likes, that'd be great. If we can do that, let's get the lights up. Chance of USA saved by the goalkeeper. Dest with the shot, saved by the goalkeeper. Little bit of shenanigans going on there. It's halftime, guys. It's USA 2, Australia 0 in this game. Dominating performance from the USA. Impressive again today. Very good match. They're having today. Very good performance from the USA. They look strong in this tournament so far. Pochettino's guys are going in 2-0 up, and they are looking to qualify for the last 32. Very, very short and good performance from the US there. Very, very impressive again, of course. Yeah, there we are. And that is half time, of course. Big up everyone in the stream. Thank you, guys. And thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Appreciate it. Everyone who's joined me today, of course. Let's get those likes and stuff up. Howard, love to you, sir, and the community, but I'm off now, mate. Take care, brother. Easy, bro. Easy. Gregory, there is definitely a home field advantage going on the home account. Yeah, home advantage is big. Yeah, home advantage is important. Of course it is. You know what I mean? It's a decider, isn't it? It's a decider, decisive factor in regards to football. Definitely, the home advantage is a decisive factor. I would say definitely, 100%. Smash lights, guys. 6 in the house. Good to see everyone here. Smash those lights, guys. It'd be fantastic if we can do that. Thank you, guys. With legends, of course. Thank you. Just gonna get. I'll be back. Yeah, man. Yeah. But you know what? Mountains are there. Was it Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said? Mountains are there to be climbed. Mountains are there to be climbed. That's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said. Half time, guys. Just overindulgent. Greg, the stadium in Seattle is where they're playing the game today. Is designed to maximize crowd volume. It's a nice stadium. We've got nice stadiums there. I'll be honest. I like that. As I said, and Gregory, I'm in love with the Dallas Stadium. I think it's the best stadium. Obviously, the Los Angeles one is good. Eating some grapes, babes. Guys, sorry. Called you babes. Just eating some grapes. The loud crowd noise is NFL thing. Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with the stadium. Stadiums are nice. I just wish they were permanently football stadiums. It'd be great if it'd be great if they're permanently football stadiums, isn't it? Making a mess. Don't forget to smash a like, guys. 72 in the house. Smash those likes, you legends. Thank you so much. If you guys can do that for me, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everyone. Continuing to support the channel as usual. I haven't eaten much today. I've done my run, but I haven't eaten much. So who will USA play? If the USA win this game, they could possibly play. Who they're going to play in the next round? England could be playing Mexico in Mexico City in the Azteca Stadium if England go top of the group. It's a possibility in the last 16. Obviously, you got to get through first, isn't it? That's what I would say. With all due respect, of course. Big up, guys. Don't forget to smash a like. I think if I was Australia, I would change the formation. I'll change my tactics straight away. There'll be changes coming on. I'll be going all attacking and all sorts. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be on it. I'll be straight away in the second half. That's it. You know what I mean? Attack, attack, attack. That's what it'll be for me. Obviously, you've got to be careful not to lose too much because the third place does qualify for the World Cup for last 32 after all. No, so you've got to give yourself an opportunity, don't you? At the end of the day, it does qualify you after all for that. Yeah. Let's get those lights up, guys. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. If you guys can do that, let's get those lights up. See if we can get the lights up. Hitting midnight where I am. It's midnight now. Where I am. Midnight in the oasis. Just hit midnight. Ready for the second half, of course, guys. I will be doing a watch along tomorrow for the game against Turkey. Turkey and Paraguay tomorrow should be an interesting game early in the morning. 100%. Oh my. So looking at the play, obviously looking at the head-to-head, USA were much the better team in the first half. Dominated that half, to be honest with you. When you're looking at the actual possession and everything, it was just dominated by the USA. It was everything about that game was just absolutely all in USA's favor, to be honest with you. So you look at the possession; it was 70% possession for the USA, 30% for 30% for thing. And let me put this up on the screen. 30% for Australia. So let me just share this with you. Look, so if you look at this, look at the details, look at the it was like, yeah, everything. Like 2 shots on goal for USA, none on target, guys. 2 goals for USA. Sorry, none for Australia. 70% possession for USA, 30% possession for Australia. You've got 9 shots on goal from the USA, 2 shots on goal for Australia, 2 shots on target only, and they were both the goals, and 1 only for Australia. 3 corners, 1 to Australia's 2, guys. So a relatively dominant display, guys. A very, very dominant display from the USA so far, in my not in my opinion. It's actually facts. Yeah, a dominant display here in this game, and USA are looking good for their money to get through to the last 32. 100%. Almost 100% anyway. Almost 100%. And that's what I would say. But I mean, obviously, Australia could change. They can get an early goal in the second half, and anything can happen after that, isn't it? If they get an early goal, the crowd get a little bit nervous. You never know what could happen, in these games. Football's funny like that. But goals do change games, though, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Goals change games. That's what I would say about it. Definitely. Greg, I can't imagine a player from either of these two national sides starting for Manchester United, despite our obvious. I think the fullback for USA wouldn't be that bad. Greg, was it Anthony Robinson? I think he's a good player. I think he wouldn't be bad at Man United. There's a couple of players there that I'm quite impressed with, if I'll be honest. But yeah, there's not many, of course. But yeah, definitely Anthony Robinson's one of them players that I like. I think he's a good player. Absolutely. But you never know until they're given the opportunity. You never know if they came into Man United, if they're given the opportunity. I do think Anthony Robinson's a very good fullback, absolutely, at Fulham. And I think he will do all right, but obviously he's 28 years old now. Can he come to Man United at his age? You never know. I think he's the one that I like. He's the one that I look at and think, yeah, he could be a Man United player, definitely. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not easy at the moment. What's Ben Jacobs tweeting about? God, Ben Jacobs and Romano, they tweet a lot, don't they? Yeah, they do tweet a lot. They do tweet a lot, guys. Smash those likes, guys. Let's get those likes up, of course. Let's see if we can get the lights up. Let's see if we can get everything going on, of course, guys. Big up everyone in the stream. Hope everyone is doing well this evening on this Friday evening, of course, where I am. We're hitting midnight. We're over midnight now. And we're going a little bit mellow because it is midnight, of course. That's what it is. The Scottish are showing off in America after they beat Haiti 1-0. Funny. Anyway, it's good atmosphere though. It's a good atmosphere. It's a good crack, definitely. But let's not forget Scotland haven't been to a World Cup since 1998. They got to enjoy it, haven't they? Really, they got to enjoy it. And 1998, come on, man, that's a long time ago. I mean, goodness me. Yeah, that is a long time ago. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Right, clear this off. Let's get this game underway. So commentary, there we go. Bum, 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 bum. Line up. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. I'm not expecting any substitutions. Maybe some substitutions for Australia. I don't know if they're going to make any substitutions. I think they need to. I think they need to go a little bit more attacking, in my opinion, if I'm being honest. United won't be adding 20 unless he's a free transfer. Probably not. No, probably, Greg. Probably not. It's the wrong thing to do because obviously 20. It's not old, is it? You know what I mean? But they probably won't. No, we do. I mean, it'd be nice to sign a fullback, but he is a good player and he would play well at Man United. But I like the way he goes forward. He attacks, and I need a haircut. Look at my hair; it's mad. My hair looks mad. Yeah, I look like bloody Ted Bundy. Yeah. So yeah, we have to. I want to see Australia coming out in the second half and making a game of it. That's what I want. Because I have been so unimpressed with them. You know what I mean? Really unimpressed with them. You know. By the way, Kangin Lee. I know that Kangin Lee is a popular name on Stretford Post. A lot of people talk about him, the PSG player. He's been linked with Atletico Madrid, by the way, just to let you know. He's been linked to Atletico Madrid, guys. Absolutely. Anyway, we're ready for the second half, guys. We're ready. We're ready to go. We're ready for the second half. 45 minutes for Australia to get back into it. Can they get back into it? Can they make a game of this? Come on, man. Let's see if they can. It's going to be difficult. Definitely going to be difficult. Ready for the second half to get underway, guys. That's what it's all about. Let me just. Yep, Australia are making a couple of changes here. I'm just going to run through the changes with you. Just to get this up. So Australia substitutions, guys. So the substitution of Australia, they've got the number 8 Conor Metcalf is come on, and 23 Nishan Vula Pillay has come off. Another substitution for Australia is yeah, that's the one. Nishan Pillay, that is the only substitution. Yeah, there is another one. There is Jason Guerrero who's come off, and he's come on. Sorry, Jason Guerrero who's come on, and Cameron Burgess has come off. That's the substitution. So Jason Guerrero on, Cameron Burgess off. There's also Nestroy Erakanda has come on, and Nisran Erakanda and Mohamed Toure has come off. All right, so that is what we're looking at the moment. So a big bunch of substitutions for Australia. I think it needed to be done. It needed to be done. They needed to do that. They needed to make some changes, definitely, 100%, because it's either sink or swim at the moment. Right now they're losing, and you just have to go for it sometimes, don't you? You have to go for it. At the moment, they have to go for it, and it's simple as that. I would say about that. Yeah. Wait, we're underway. Second half is underway, guys. Second half is underway. Da, 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 da. Big up everyone in the stream. Thank you everyone who's joined me today. I appreciate it. You absolute diamonds, you legends. Thank you so much. Back here with the goalkeeper, the USA goalkeeper. USA can take it easy now. They can actually take it easy in this game. They don't have to rush too much. They don't have to push too much. They can actually take it easy in this game. And the pressure's on Australia now. It's going down to the last game. It's going to make the last game entertaining. That's what you want, isn't it? You want the last game to be entertaining. Someone's going to be going out. Australia, Turkey, and Paraguay can still all go out as we stand. It's a foul on the USA here. It's a foul on the USA here. The number 13 committing the foul for Australia. That's O'Neill. O'Neill, who plays for NYCFC in America. So he should feel right at home here. There's a couple of players playing in America and in this Australian team. Early goal for Australia would be fantastic. That will be what the doctor ordered for this game. That would be brilliant if we manage to get an early goal. Smash those lights, guys. Let's get those lights up. Let's get those algorithms moving. Let's see if we can do it. How many likes we got at the moment? Let me see how many likes we got. Let's see how many likes we got here. $56. Not bad, guys. Got 56 likes. That's not bad at all. Let's keep those lights coming, guys. Let's keep the lights coming. Let's keep the lights flowing, of course. And let's get it going. Let's get it going. Bless up everyone who's joined me today. Thank you so much. Foul on the USA again. You're saying control the game at the moment, passing it around nice and neatly, keeping it tight, not taking any risks. They're happy where they are at the moment. They're happy where they are, and rightly so. Guys, 63 people in the house. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're behind the scenes, guys, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. It'd be fantastic. Thank you, everyone who's joining me today, of course. Big up, everyone. Yeah, everyone's gone quiet. I think the game's mellowed down a little bit, Greg. I think the game has mellowed down a little bit. You know, everyone's like, oh well, you know what I mean? The game is quiet. You know, Australia not putting up real fight, to be honest with you. They're not really in it. Here come the Australians down now, though. A rare attack from them. They're on the right-hand side here. Can they get that ball into the box? Just not enough people in the box for Australia. Not a lot of people here. They come again. And it's well won back by US. The US can counter-attack here. It's a good break. He's clean through. It should be 3-0 if he places it properly. It's a poor finish. He hesitated, Balogun. He hesitated there. He could have finished the game off there. That would have been 3-0. He hesitated. I mean, all we need to do is slip that ball underneath the goalkeeper, and that's 3-0. It's game over. And this is what's going to happen. But look, he hesitated there a second, and then there. Or what he could have done is he could have faked to shoot, then cut in, and then he would have left the defender on his backside. And that was a big opportunity to end the game there. Completely Balogun with the opportunity. Yeah, it was poor, wasn't it, Greg? It was poor, but they're going to get opportunities like that in this game because obviously Australia have to come out now. They have. I mean, as I said, they got to sink or swim. I mean, they have to get a goal or something because even if they lose the game, you know, they have to try and get goals because you know if you come third in the group, I think 8 of the 12 third place teams go through, and it depends on the record, how much goals you have, your record, and stuff like that, doesn't it? So you know it's a catch-22, isn't it? You can end up losing 4 or 5-0, or you can end up losing 2-1, and then it's not that bad. But yeah, it's going to go down to the last game anyway. I think Australia have more of a chance to go through. Australia will be playing Paraguay. Not that bad, Paraguay. I mean, obviously, USA played very well against Paraguay, but they're not as bad as people think, in my opinion. They're not as bad as people think. So. USA needs more killer instincts on the offense, especially on the breakaway. They need like a gunman, proper striker, isn't it? They need someone who can just put that ball in the back of the net. You know what the thing about the USA, they play well as a team. They play well as a team, and they get goals from other sources in the team. That's just a good thing, you know. That's a good thing about it. Cross comes in, chance to the US, and it's cleared away well by Australia there. But even Australia, they've declined a lot. I mean, I remember when they used to have Harry Kewell and Tim Cahill. You remember that? I mean, I think USA would top the group, but let's all wait to see who the team. They look good against weak teams. Yeah. Obviously, you can only beat what's in front of you. But yeah, lots of celebrities at this game today. You can only beat what's in front of you, but yeah, obviously, I do think this tournament will come alive in the last 32, definitely, and also it's going to be exciting the last games because the last games of the group they're going to be at the same time, so they're putting the last games of the group on at the same time, so they will all be on at the same time, so it's going to be edgy, isn't it? It's going to be drama. It's going to be drama. Yeah. Here's the US again, dominating, of course. A win today, and the USA got 6 points and through the knockout stage. Yes, I think they're through, Gregory. Yes, they're through because the maximum points that anyone else can get is, well, so yeah, you're going to come in the top two, definitely. Yeah, you could. I mean, you can come second, but you can't come third now. Even though third place with 6 points will get you through anyway. Third place will get you through, but you can't come third anyway. So, because obviously Turkey have to play Paraguay. No, but Turkey have to play the US and Australia have to play Paraguay. So one of them is going to lose. So it is, yeah. Australia could end up with 6 points. Turkey could end up with 6 points. But USA have to lose. I don't think you're going to lose, mate. And anyway, 6 points, third place will get you through. So you're going to come in the top two, I think. So that will get you through. It's complicated, but if you know, you know. Obviously, it depends on goal difference, and your goal difference is 10 times better than anyone else. You know what I mean? Still the best game of the tournament so far, England versus Croatia, a real football match. I always tell people playing football is like playing chess. It's true, very true. Great saying, market is. The England game was drama. It was like kamikaze, sort of like chaos, wasn't it? At the first half, especially, there was different periods in the game at different moments and stuff. Like the first half was just complete chaos. The second half, England were dominating, and then Croatia got in the game a little bit more, and then England obviously finished the game off. But there was a period where England should have got about 4, 5, or 6 goals, definitely, 100%. There was a period there, I mean, that they should have got that many goals. A chance for the USA. Sal, is England in the strongest group in this World Cup? I think so, there are tough groups there. Let me have a look at the groups. 1 second. I think they're probably in one of the tough groups. I think there are tough groups there. I think England have got one of the toughest groups. Ghana and Croatia are pretty decent. But let me just have a look at the FIFA groups. So Mexico, South Korea, Czech Republic, and South Africa. No. Canada, Switzerland, Bosnia, and Qatar. No. Scotland, Morocco, Brazil. I think that's pretty tasty. I think that one there. Scotland. If you're going from a Scottish perspective, that's the hardest group. If you're Scottish, right, that's hardest group. But Morocco won't think like that. Brazil won't think like that. But that is probably one of the hardest groups there. Is Scotland, Morocco, Brazil. USA, Australia, Turkey, and Paraguay. Turkey are quite good. I don't know what's happened to Turkey, but yeah, I expected the US to go through. This one's pretty difficult. Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. Obviously, Carousel in there, but that's pretty tasty. The hardest group is Sweden, Japan, and the Netherlands and Tunisia. That's the hardest group, in my opinion. I think England's is second. New Zealand, Iran, Belgium, and Egypt. That's not difficult. Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, Spain, Cape Verde. Yeah, Uruguay and Spain pretty good. Yeah, but the other two, not very suspect. This is a difficult group as well. Norway, France, Senegal, and Iraq. But count Iraq, but Senegal, France, and Norway. Argentina, Austria, Jordan, Japan is the easiest group. Colombia, DR Congo, Portugal and Uzbekistan, easy. England have got England, Croatia, Ghana. That's difficult. So England in the top three, definitely. So as we stand, Holland are the top three. They're in the top of the group in regards to three. So basically, there are 12 groups. So the 12 groups go up. 8 of them go to the best third place. 8 of them is the best third place. 8 of them is the best third place. Still 2-0 to the US, guys, in this game. The footy route just skyrocketed go to the bar. Yeah. It's the best chance they've had. They've only, I mean, I forgot they could shoot. You know what I mean? I was looking for them. That's the first shot they've had on goal, isn't it? Since the first minute, the opening 10 minutes. Yeah. It's not been pretty. It's not been pretty at all. Got about half an hour to go, though, guys. Obviously, 61 minutes gone. 62 minutes gone with about 28 minutes gone, but plus the injury time. I forgot we got obviously the break. Here's a chance the US. Oh, he almost went through there. I thought almost. Cleared away from Australia. Australia got to sort themselves out. You know, have not really laid a glove on USA today. Nothing really, to be honest with you. Very, very disappointed in them today. Obviously, after the first game, there was a lot of hope in regards to them. See if I can get this out. 1 second. Mark, for the USA to be a great team, they need better technical players. Which sure a couple of players play overseas, but none of them really made a name for themselves. I mean, the main one was Pulisic, wasn't it? Pulisic came to Chelsea. He didn't really set the world alight, if you know what I mean. But obviously, he plays at AC Milan. It's a decent level. Obviously, AC Milan isn't the same team as they used to be, but it's a decent level. Technicality is important, but one thing they have is a team ethic, a team ethos. They do play as a team. It's always difficult to beat, when the team has an ethos like they do. But yeah, obviously, the technical ability was shining through. Eventually, it was shining through the technical ability, and yeah, you know, see if I can find this actually. Let's put this on a second. My stream's buffering, guys. Just bear with me a second. I'm just getting the setting correct. It's buffering too much. Still 2-0 as well. We got 25 minutes to go plus injury time. 25 minutes to go plus injury time. Um, USA just passing it around, taking their time. Yeah, one of those games that you could just sit here and that nothing's going to happen because Australia are just not going to do anything on them. Yeah, there needs to be that little bit, something extra, something different. You know what I mean? 100%. 100%. They need to show more. Here come USA again. Greg, it's not that you as America's defense is bad, but footy rules are making them look better anticipated. I'm shocked with. I mean, you can't take credit away from the US performance. They have nullified Australia somewhat, and I'm shocked with Australia's performance. I would say that I thought they would play better than this. But I think they're frozen today. It's like they froze. It's like they've been overawed with the occasion. We got hydration break, guys. They've been a little bit overawed by the occasion. You know, they got to do better. Otherwise, they're going out the next round. If they lose the next one, they're going out. However, they've got a big game against Paraguay. You know, obviously tomorrow morning is Turkey against Paraguay. We're going to know a lot about that. For me, it's tomorrow morning. We're going to know a lot about it. Let me see something. Adverts for the hydration break, by the way. We get that here. Adverts. Yeah, big up everyone for joining me today. I appreciate everyone joining me today. I really do. Just write something. Adverts are always on mute. We have mute buttons. Yeah. Well, we have adverts now. It just has these things just ruin the momentum. Just wasting time, to be honest with you. Yeah, I like these. I don't think these hydration breaks work well. To be honest with you. Marky, my job gave us a week off for the 4th of July, so we're going to try and make it for a game around then. Probably we'll have to make our second mortgage. Oh my goodness me, Marky. It's going to be expensive, yeah. A couple of thousand, definitely. A few thousand, it might be. You know what I mean? Let's get those lights up, guys. Let's get those subscriptions up. Those of you who haven't subscribed yet, thank you, anyone who's watching anyway. Need to get those lights up. Need to get, obviously, of course. Australia hit it long ball there, all the way up. They're going long now, so this desperation mode for Australia. 19 minutes to go in the game, around that much. At the 67-minute mark, there was a note coming back for Australia. Let's see what happens next after the interrupted play. Well, England, when they had their hydration break against Croatia, England conceded a goal straight afterwards. It actually affected their play, because football is a game of momentum and speed. And when you have like these stop-start sort of things, it affects the team. In fact, it does. It's not a football thing. I mean, obviously, you can have 1 or 30 seconds of drink break and stuff like that, but I just think it affects the team too much, to be honest with you. I think it's more to cater towards the US audience than anything else, than actually drink breaks and things. If I remember rightly, if I remember the 1994 World Cup, I can remember it being far hotter, if I'm not wrong. I remember it. Just found out that Juventus holding a camp out here in Indiana for the under 5 to under 17 must be getting desperate. There you go. There you go. Football's been in the USA a very long time. It's been there for near enough 80 years, hasn't it? 100 years, near enough. No, it's been there a very long time. I don't know why they're still acting like they're rookies at football, because it's been there longer than some countries. Like when you think about the countries out there, So I don't know, but it's good anyway. It's always a good thing that academies are going over there and they're collaborating with each other. That's a good thing, I think that's a good thing. So yeah, let's hope it brings some good players through, of course. Big up everyone in the stream. Got about 20 odd minutes to go, guys. It has been a relatively boring game, though. Big up everyone. Thank you, Ephraim. Big up everyone for the 56 likes. Really appreciate it. 67 in the house. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it has been a deadbeat game, though, hasn't it? It has been a real bad game. Yeah, some quality from the USA, but the competitiveness is just not there. You know, the competitiveness is not there, in my opinion. It needs to be more competitive, 100%. But here come the USA. Pass out wide. No. Ball. Big up, man. Then what's going on, my friend? I'll be doing well. Good to see you in the chat. I really thought this would be close end to end game, but it's a slugfest, mate. It's awful. It's an awful game. I'm telling you. Slow. You know, all right. Obviously, the USA are better than Australia, but the whole thing is just too slow for my liking, in my opinion. I think the game needs to speed up a little bit. I mean, Australia win it back here. Can they make an interesting game of it? Can they get a goal back? That'll make it interesting. If they get a goal back, it might make it a little bit more competitive. And my 2-2 prediction might be on. But at the moment, it just was like we could be playing for 3 days and they won't score. You know, and that's that. I don't like that feeling in football. You know, when you just can't see anyone, you can't see them scoring at all. Do you know what I mean? Here come Australia again, though. Australia chipped in. No, it's not nothing given. Football was already popular for children during the 1970s United States, primarily along with the East Coast. We had a failed football league in 1970s. Yeah, I remember George Best played in it. Didn't George Best play in it, Greg? Yeah, it failed, didn't it? And there was a lot of money put into it and invested in it. Yeah, but it's never been a popular, like the most popular sport in the US. You know, you can't force it upon people to like certain things, isn't it? It's just culturally not a US thing. You know what I mean? They have improved immensely, though. They're very good at it now. They're good at football now. That's what you have to understand. But they're obviously they got a lot better. But for the size of the country and things like that, yeah. Irvine is on for Australia. It's a free kick for Australia here. He's rolling around. Yes, George Best played in a league in America. Yeah, George Best, legend, of course. Most of the game in this World Cup are boring. Yeah, a lot of them are. Apart from that England game was insane. I think that the Japan game was good. The England game was good. I can't really think of any more that really put me on the edge of my seat. Mandem, the United doesn't have the money. Narrative is getting stronger as days go by. We already heard that we are not getting into any bidding war, and right now people are just still chatting about 3 or 4 signings, mate. Honestly, and when you call them out, they get upset. You know what I mean? I've had people sending me big messages about, you know, how Sal, why are you attacking that channel? Why are you attacking that channel? I'm not attacking them. They're attacking our football club by saying we've got no money. They're the ones who are down tooling their expectations. They're the ones doing it. They're the ones contributing to the Glazonomic environment at Man United. It's them. I mean, so I will call them out. We got no money. My goodness me. Off my head, I can tell you how much money we got. Do you know what I mean? And it's a lot more than what they're saying. 3 or 4 signings, 191 million for finishing third, 100 million for the Champions League, 40 million for Rashford. It's going to be 30, 40 million for Rashford as well. Sancho's off the books, Casemiro's off the books. That's millions in wages saved. You know, and let's not forget about the merchandise and the revenue that we're going to be getting as well. These people are crazy. Honestly, Man United can easily spend 500 million. That's a lot more than, you know, a lot more than 500 million than 3 or 4 players. You know what I mean? Ephraim, Spot and Sal. Some other fans forget we are United. They just they just lower the expectations and they gaslight people, because what it is, basically the gist of it is that they want to be proven right with Ineos, because they've gone so balls deep in regards to supporting Ineos that they can't. There's a point of no return. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. You know what I mean? And it does drive you mad. It does, because some of them have big platforms, man. Big platforms, little brains. Big platforms. That's what it is. Unfortunately, you know, some of them have big platforms. Sad. It's Robinson's come off for USA here. Robinson and Desta's come off. Trusty's come on. Scally's come on as well. So 2 substitutions for the US. 2 substitutions for the US there. Here come Australia, though. Can they make a game of this? Can they give us an interesting last 15 minutes? What can they do? Well, 10 minutes now, isn't it? What can they do? This actually you know what this actually feels like? This actually feels like a friendly. It actually feels like a preseason friendly in the US. That's what it feels like, you know? Actually feels like that. It's still early, but it's worrying to hear that narratives being floated around. I think most of these guys like it when we don't perform, because the standards are lowered when it's time to step up. The lower the standards are set, the less that Ineos and the Glazers have to work. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? So basically, if Ineos and the Glazers look at a section of fan bases, or a content creation page, for example, that has a significant number of subscribers, what Ineos and the Glazers will do, they say, well, you know what? The expectation is this much. So we don't really have to try that hard, because the expectation's down there. You know what I mean? So we can just go there and they'd be happy with that. You know, and that's the thing. This is why if you aim high and they got to do this, they got to do that, they're going to go, you know what, the fan base, they're expecting this, they're expecting that. The expectations are high. So where you know, it's unbelievable how these people think. It really is. It baffles me. It really does. They're just absolute morons, you know, absolute morons. You know, and I can't for the life of me figure out why they were lowering their expectations and not understanding they got money. And if the miracle was that they didn't have any money, right? Here come Australia. Australia appealing for a penalty there. I don't think anything's going to be given. Cross comes in, cleared away. Best little spell from Australia. This. I don't know why they didn't try this hard from the beginning. And if the miracle was there that they didn't have any money, then leave the football club, sell the football club, and that's what they should do. Do you know what I mean? And not just hover around and nonsense. Do you know what I mean? It's mad that football's 5th most popular sport in the world, when you know, in America, when it's the number 1 in the world by a distance. It's unbelievable. That's what you call, Greg, being out of touch. Yeah. Ephraim, it's amazing how Spurs are more ambition than us, who finished 17. Yeah, and they've got debt as well. They've got a stadium there to pay for. Do you know what I mean? They got a stadium left to pay for. Greg, if it were not for the low in the standards of Glazers, and Ineos would have no expectations at all. Show us the money. Exactly. There are some people, Greg, that have big platforms who are lowering their expectations, making excuses, excuses in vain, trying to defend them before they've even lifted a finger. Some of them are praising them. The biggest shock for me is that some people are actually praising them. They're actually, gaslighting us to thinking they've done amazing job. What have they done? That's amazing. I'm like, when people say that to me, I'm like, what are you on about? What have they done? You know what I mean? Unbelievable. They're like, honestly, they're like little fairies. Honestly, I tell you, because they're so soft and mushy. They get so excited and everything, but nothing's ever happened. And nothing's even happened yet. The thing is, the Ineos and the Glazers must be bloody laughing at us. A section of the fan base, they must be bloody laughing. I'm telling you, they must be having a field day. You know what I mean? They're saying they're happy with anything. Look at them. We ain't even done anything yet, and they're already praising us. You know? Man, them. Plot and South, especially these big channels, you'll see people being interviewed and say that since we didn't have Europe last season, we won't be able to spend as much, which is total bullshit. No, that's bullshit. Absolutely. Now they're using that excuse now, are they? I thought that was the last season's excuse. Are they trying to 2P that over into this season now? It's ridiculous, man. They're absolute pathetic. They call themselves Man United fans. You think Real Madrid would accept that? You think the fans would accept it? You think Barcelona would go and accept that? Honest to God, they're absolute frauds, man. A lot of them fans as well, man. Honest to God. That's why they can just sing their little Glazers out a bloody chant before the game. It doesn't work. It's like people have selective memory. Selective memory syndrome. They've already forgotten the dross lineup we had on Sunderland away. If we have similar lineups next season, we are cooked. Mate, we're going to be in the Champions League next season. We're not going to have this luck, you know what I mean, in regards to the results we had this season. The luck will run out when we got Real Madrid in midweek, and then we've got Arsenal on the Saturday. You know what I mean? The luck will run out with a low squad. Do you know that? And people are still going to try and gaslight everyone. They're still going to try and gaslight them. You know, the same fans that who say sack the manager when the manager is not back. Exactly, Ephraim. That's what they do, because they don't want to be wrong about Ineos. They don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be proven wrong. Even though Ineos have had an absolute shit show since they've been here, I would give them a 4 out of 10 if they're lucky in regards to what they've done at this football club so far. People get gaslighted into little things like, oh, they've done this. They settled the books. Psh, settled what books? What books are we talking about? Do you know what I mean? It's like clowns, man, honestly. So I've heard them, and it's infuriating. Makes me ask them, why is they getting paid or what? I mean, what it is, Gary, let me just say in a nutshell, right? And let me say this. Why does Mark Goldbridge, who has the biggest Man United fan channel in the world, go against the Glazers and Ineos, right? Why does he do that? Because he doesn't need to gaslight anyone, and he doesn't need to fake it. The reason that people do it, especially content creators, is because they get the perks. Basically, if they turn against the Glazers with their big platforms, they're going to be blackballed from the likes of the press conferences, interviewing of players, tickets, things like that. So basically it's a conflict of interest. That's basically what it is. So that's why they don't like criticizing the Glazers. It's like Gary Neville don't like criticizing the Glazers, because Gary Neville's interested in the regeneration project and hotel football being developed on that new land, of course. And this is what we're talking about, and they're in it for themselves. They're in it for themselves. I've already told people I was offered 60,000 to be quiet on this channel, to not say anything, because I know a lot about it. You know what I mean? And no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and be quiet. Hell no, hell to no. I'm not going to sit and be quiet. I'm going to carry on speaking. I'm going to speak. And I'm going to carry on calling out them out, because this is our football club we're talking about, a football club I've supported my whole life. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's so frustrating, though. It is very, very frustrating sometimes, the way people go on and stuff like that. It really is. This has been one of the lowest hyped games, to be honest with you, in regards to my numbers and that. Man, it's really bad. Yellow card for Australia. The transfer is not open. Blah blah blah. They cancelled this beautiful cup. Yeah. And watch will sign 3 or 4 players, Ephraim, right? come August, and they'll be trying to gaslight them and making them excuses and say, "Oh, we had a great window." At the beginning of this season, people were telling me that we had a good window. I'll say, no, we didn't. We had a 4 out of 10. We had a 4 out of 10 window. That's what we had. No wing backs, no midfielders, no backup striker, no anything. Just 4 players. That was it. A team who came 15th. You know what I mean? And they had to really build. This summer, it has to be nothing less than a generational window. It has to be one of the biggest windows. Do you know what I mean? That we've ever had. Just for the life of me, I can't see it happening. I wish I could come on here and be positive about it, but no, being linked, we're linked to a lot of players. Of course, we're going to be linked. We have to be linked. Man United will sign players, but we're not going to. It's the quantity of players that we're not going to sign. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't help with these so-called Man United content creators, because the thing is, Ineos and the Glazers are very attentive with social media. They're very focused on social media. They like looking at the algorithms. They like looking at podcasts and YouTube channels and things like that. Do you know what I mean? I know that for a fact. And they get the vibe about, you know, the people, what they're talking about, and the confidence they have in them and stuff like that. And obviously people are exposing themselves and making us look weak. If people are honest, we can surely agree that we do have a favourable fixtures. The board should have taken advantage of them and back Carrick so that we annihilate the teams next season. Exactly, Mandem. Exactly. Up until the Chelsea game, right? We got Chelsea away, right? We can easily win. Like, you know, like let me have a look at the fixture list, right? Let's have a look at the fixture list. Okay. Man United fixtures. So I'm gonna let me open this, right? Let me share this with you guys, right? This bloody thing, right? Yeah, let me share this with you. So let's work this out. Right, you're absolutely right, Mandem. Like, we have got a big opportunity here to take advantage. You know what I mean? We got a massive opportunity. So let's look at Man United's Premier League fixtures, for example, right? Hull, win. Ipswich, win. Everton should be a win. City at home, we won we won at home to Man City, Enzo Maresca. Win, difficult win, but a win. Fulham away, got to be a win. Tottenham at home, got to be a win, right? You're looking at this, right? So up until Tottenham, and then we got Leeds away, got to be a win. Bournemouth at home, got to be a win at home. And then Chelsea away. So until we get to Chelsea away, Aston Villa obviously should be a win at home, and then Liverpool away. You look at that and you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, no, 12, sorry. 11. So let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man United should win 8 games in a row. It should be minimum 7 wins out of 8. Maybe we draw against Man City. Who knows? Something like that. But it should be minimum 7 wins out of 8. That's what it is. And then obviously that we're in the driving seat. This is why we need a squad, because by that time the Champions League would have started as well, you know, and then we're going to be having big games come thick and fast. The bloody referee's got cramp, man. For goodness sake. For crying out loud. Oh my God. The bloody referee's got cramp. Come on, we're here all night, for fuck's sake. Honest to God, these guys, honestly. You know, how can you have cramp, mate? Honest to God. I'm telling you, man, driving me mad. Gregory, every day there is less time to sign and sell players. United are running down the clock again to pocket the difference between money and available money spent by the owners. Spot on, Greg. Yeah. That convenient excuse that they've run out of time. That's what it is, you know? That's what they want. Kick the ball down the road. That's it. You know what? Let me tell you something, guys. I can almost guarantee that we've already agreed a fee with Mateus Fernandes. You know that. I can almost guarantee that deal is done. But what Man United are doing, they're waiting, and they're not going to announce it to a month No, guys, that's what they're going to do. So they have less time. So eventually we will sign 3 or 4 players. So that's how it's going to be, like last season. There's no reason for them. There's no excuse this season. That Europe excuse was a last season excuse. That was last season's excuse. You know what I mean? My fear is they will wait to sign Baleba. My goodness, and then everyone will be gaslighting that. They'll be gaslighting Baleba, won't they? How what a signing Baleba is and all that nonsense. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to do. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me, my man. It really wouldn't surprise me. It really was. Still 2-0 to the US against Australia. Comfortable game for the US, to be honest with you. Actually, quite a dead game, but I'm not having any excuses. People can say what they like. I'm not going to have any excuses for them. There'll be no excuses for me. Absolutely none. Zero excuses coming from me, you know? I'm not going to be, I'm just going to remain the same. Remain the same. Guys, the game's almost done, you know. We've got 6 minutes of injury time. 6 minutes of injury time. Should be done now. We've had 6 minutes already. The game is over. Game should be over very soon. In the right world, United signed 7+ players this summer, and nothing indicates that. In the perfect world, they should be. Yes, Greg, absolutely, they should be spot on. You know, Mandem. Personally, I'm not buying this Mateus Fernandes links to Spurs. That's the George Mendes and mind games he playing to teams to get paid premium and these players. You remember when? Do you remember when Mbeumo was linked to Spurs? Do you remember when everyone was saying he's agreed to go to Spurs? Do you remember that? And we thought, oh, we've lost out Mbeumo to Spurs. A similar thing to that. You're just trying to push Man United to spend the money, mate. Would you sign Camavinga, Sal? Richard? Probably not because of his injury record, mate. He's got a big injury record. However, if it was the last option and stuff like that, you know, I wouldn't mind it, you know. But he does have a big injury record. It's a bit concerning, his injury record. And the game is up now, guys. It's nearly up. It should be up. 6 minutes have gone of injury time. This game is won by the USA. Australia not going to do anything. So one of the most underwhelming performances I've ever seen at a World Cup, Australia. This Australian side, they didn't even breathe on the US today. It was absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Here come USA looking for the third goal. Cross comes in. No, it's cleared away in the end. What are we waiting for? It's 8 minutes. It's 6 minutes injury time, man. For goodness sake. Full time, guys. USA win this game by 2-0. USA are 1 foot, well, 1.5 feet in the next round, guys. Should be going through now. They are going through probably as group winners or the top 2 at least. Definitely. But good performance from the USA. Diabolical performance from the USA. One of the worst performances I've seen from at a World Cup. It was an awful performance from the USA, guys. Absolutely. But you know what? USA are through deservedly, and it's going to go down to the last game. So obviously, it's going to be a little bit exciting. There's going to be something to play for. There's going to be a little bit of edge there, guys. Guys, I will be back tomorrow morning for Turkey against Paraguay, which is also in this group. So hopefully, that will be a more of an entertaining game. I hope so. Anyway. So I look forward to seeing you all there. Of course, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash a like on the video. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Have a fantastic night. Are you doing Scotland? What you want? No, Nikki. Too late for me. It's at 2 a.m. I am. I've got to be up in the morning. I've got too much to do. I can't do it that game, unfortunately. I wish I could, Nikki. The proxy owners are digging their own graves. If they don't get Champions League football, we have to push Ineos and then Parasite. Absolutely. It really been a slugfest and neutral. It was awful, mate. It was awful. I don't know. I felt like I wasted my time. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Smash a like on the way out, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for the watch along between Turkey and Paraguay. Join me for that, guys. I've given a link already, guys. Have I given a link? I'll give you the link now. There's the link, guys. Take the link. Don't forget, I will be live, guys. I will do Marky Mark. Thanks, Marky Mark, for your generosity and kindness again. I appreciate you, my friend, every single time. Thank you. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning for the watch along. I'm going to get some rest. Exactly. See you soon. Peace.